Hey, it's Nomar Garcia-Parra night at Fenway Park, and look who stopped in.
I had to come say hi to you guys.
How you doing, Nomar?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Thanks for having me.
This has to be great for you to come back here and have a chance to say goodbye to the fans and just to pay their dues.
It is. I was telling my speech earlier, I was saying not many people have that luxury. And, you know, you don't get that opportunity to really just tell them how you feel and how grateful you are. And I'm so grateful to the organization that they allowed me to have a day such as this. And I'm grateful, too, that I was able to retire as a Red Sox.
Yeah, how did all that come about, Nomar?
Well, when I was thinking about retirement, contemplating it, and then when I knew that day was there, I'm like, I'm done. I remember going home and saying, my tank's empty, I'm done. And my wife and I was like, you know, but one thing I would love to do is actually retire as a Red Sox. So I kept in contact with Theo over the years and called him up and asked him his thoughts on that. And he goes, are you kidding? It'd be an honor for us, and we would love that. I'm so glad you're thinking that way. And I'm like, thank you, and I'll thank you more. And it happened, and I'm eternally grateful that it did.
How's it going for you now? You've come over to the dark side a little bit. You're with us now. I mean, how's that going?
The dark side. I didn't say dark side. You guys may have called it the dark side, but I didn't say that. I'm enjoying it. I really am having a lot of fun. You know, it's a lot of work, and I knew that, and I didn't come in there assuming it was going to be easy. I didn't take that for granted, and I've been very lucky because, you know, people I've worked with have been great, making it easy for me.
Nomar, most people that leave Boston, you know, some are relieved at times to go, others are not. But when you play for other organizations, and you played for a couple of the other than the Red Sox, there's nothing quite like your Red Sox days.
No, for sure. I mean, it's definitely a special place. I had a lot of teammates that I played with that might be going to the Boston Red Sox, and I'd always tell them, you're going to love it. Let me tell you what it's all about. Every day it's life or death. And it's a great thing. I mean, that's what I love. I thrived on that feeling. They're so supportive. The fans are incredible. You're going to play. You're going to think about winning every single day. And it is a unique experience. And lucky for me, though, you know, I was able to put on some other great uniforms for some other great organizations. And I've had some wonderful, wonderful experiences, stuff that I'll never forget. But at the same time, I always think about where it all started. And I played here for so long. And I always knew what this organization, what these fans have always meant to me in my heart. And, you know, and it's because of that I get to have a day like today.
I've always said when you played, I said the one thing we'll always remember on Nomar is that trademark, you know, catch the ball in the backhand, off balance throw to first base, and you dropped one on his own, throw out the first pitch, right?
I figured I had to, right? Yeah. You know, so everybody remember that play. I even told Tech, I said, Tech, you know, I'm going to drop down and throw off the run. He's like, great. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to have to move. Here comes the sink. And I was like, it wasn't that bad. So that's good.
We'll take a look at the ceremony before the game for Nomar earlier tonight.
Seats.
One of these. That's great. And I love the fact that they had Johnny best.
Yeah, 5 and 6.
Yeah, that's great.
There it is.
I'm just glad I didn't bounce it.
Nomar, you look at the course of your career, is there one moment or maybe one season that stands out for you as being your favorite?
No, I don't know if there's just one. Like, there's so many. I mean, gosh darn. I mean, when I talk about some of the days that I had, but I think about my teammates, the fun times we have off the field. I mean, you think about like 03. That team was so close, and, you know, we were right there, and then 04 winning it all, and then they made me feel such a part of it by calling me. I mean, it really just said how close that team was, that, you know, there was more to the, you know, to us just winning the World Series or doing anything like that, that there was a camaraderie that existed. So I appreciate that. And gosh, the moments that these fans would give me, I mean, some of the curtain calls that I've been fortunate enough to have here, from, you know, 3 home runs to, and then you take last year when I came back in another uniform, I got the ovation that I got. I mean, I still get chills and goosebumps thinking about that. Just it was amazing.
And with that, you know, that said, it had to be tough for you to be sitting home to watch that World Series.
It was tough, definitely tough. You want to be there, you want to be in it, and with those guys, especially these guys. But at the same time, they were calling me. I mean, that's why people wanted to make a big deal, like, oh, you must have been angry or mad. I said, no, not when you have the guys on the bus calling me, hey, did you see us win today? You know, and that means they pick up the phone to do that after they just won, and we're thinking about you throughout the playoffs. So I'm grateful for that.
What a strange day that was, too, in Minnesota. We're sitting there, the lineup goes up, Garcia-Parra in it, lineup comes down, Garcia-Parra not in it, and walking out. And I remember watching you walk out and thinking, wow, this is shocking. But I mean, that was, for me, thinking this is shocking.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking the same thing. I couldn't believe it. I remember I was like, I didn't know what to cry or what to do. I was packing my stuff, and I remember going to the hotel, and I remember in the hotel crying. And then that next day you're going, all right, on the plane, got to go, no more tears, be a professional. You got to go out there. Now I got to try to win for the next uniform I'm putting on, and because they want to win as well. And that's unfortunate. I was talking about this earlier. We're getting interviewed. I said, in baseball, there's both a human element and a business element. And oftentimes we don't see the business part, and when we do, it's not always pretty. But when it's all said and done, I always think that the human element kind of trumps the business part. And if you can remember that and realize that, I can have a day like this.